Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Will the coronavirus have an impact on this summer's auto show? Why a decision made overseas has organizers here rethinking how they do things. Jamie?
There's confusion with absentee ballot applications in Bloomfield Township. We talked to the clerk and we'll tell you what you need to know.
Okay, Jamie, but we begin with one woman's day of horror when she realized her ex-husband had been hiding out in her home for days. Investigators say he was living in a crawl space, and when he came out, he kidnapped her and went on a crime spree.
This is Jerome Fauner, just some of the 14 counts he's facing in the case. Police say he threatened to kill his ex-wife as she tried time after time to escape. Sean Lay shows us her bravery paid off.
The evil side took over. That is what a Detroit man is apparently telling investigators here with Almont police after he came here to Almont, hid in a shed for a number of days at his ex-wife's property, waiting for the right moment to kidnap her, and apparently a plan to conduct a murder-suicide.
And says today is going to be the last day you and I are going to die.
A terrifying ordeal for an Almont grandmother of 3. This is her backyard shed in Almont where her ex-husband tells police he hid, spending the night February 18th and 19th. Then 51-year-old Jerome Fauner tells police he got into the home's crawl space just feet away from his ex-wife's bed, where he quietly camped out for an astounding 3rd night.
So he grabbed some food and he went down in the attic. He had his own blanket, his own backpack, threw a bunch of food in there and went down in the attic. And then on the 22nd, that's when he came upstairs and he decided to confront her with the handgun.
Police say Fauner then made his ex-wife lie down in the back of her van, drove her to Detroit, where they believe he was going to kill her and himself. She started honking the van's horn. Fauner ran off and was quickly arrested.
The whole time she says that she was praying, oh my God, he's going to shoot me, but I will have witnesses.
That victim recovering tonight, we are told. The suspect being held on $1 million bond, facing 15 felonies. Sean Lay, Local 4.
Just crazy. All right, Sean. Well, police are looking for a man who keeps making women uncomfortable in Brighton. Take a look. This is a sketch of the suspect approaching women in an aggressive manner throughout the city. One such incident happened at a Planet Fitness. When he tried to get inside a woman's car, she was able to drive away. 2 women say he has rotting yellow teeth. Take a good look there. If you know who he is, call police. The coronavirus is responsible for the worst week on Wall Street since the 2008 financial crisis.
Dow closed out the week by losing another 357 points today, losing 3,500 points in the last 5 days, all being fueled by concern that this outbreak will get worse and that economic growth worldwide will slow. More than 83,000 people have been infected with the virus worldwide.
And in Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer activated the Emergency Operations Center. That's the place where state, local, and federal agencies coordinate a response to a disaster. Some local school districts are encouraging students to avoid hugging and shaking hands.
Universities in Michigan have a different concern with the coronavirus, what to do with spring break and international students traveling home for the summer.
Paula Tutman went to Wayne State today as the school made the decision to suspend trips for study abroad. Paula?
There's one in London, one in Toronto, and one in Chicago, and Madison, but in Michigan there's still nothing.
At Wayne State University, the shortcut on the desktop of the Associate Vice President of Educational Outreach and International Programs gives him a real-time visual of where the COVID-19 strain of the coronavirus is at all times.
It's interesting, they're showing, so you have the total deaths, but so you have 2,800 people have died. But 33,000 have recovered. But nobody talks about the people who are recovering and going home, and like you get the flu and then you go home.
The hotspots, or anywhere there is red, is of concern here because this campus is a global community, with students coming in from other places in the world, and during spring break, students going to other places in the world, which is why the university has suspended study abroad programs this coming spring break.
The concern is what happens if students get quarantined, if someone leaves an airplane with a little bit of high temperature and someone in a country decides to have some screening. So we decided that, to avoid that and just for extra precaution, to suspend those programs.
Students will not suffer adversely. The university will make students whole in terms of any finances or credits that may be affected by the interruptions.
It's not a huge concern as of the fatalities, like a 2.3% for everybody, and especially it goes up and down depending how old you are, and I feel like college students are definitely in their prime.
Other universities are following suit. Michigan State is making arrangements to house international students over spring break so they don't have to travel abroad to and or through hotspots. Certainly universities and as well as public schools understand that this is a fluid situation. It is still developing and they have work to do before it actually gets to Michigan. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
All right, Paula, there are new questions about whether the coronavirus could have an impact on this summer's auto show. Still months away, of course, but today the Geneva Motor Show in Switzerland was canceled just days before its opening. Switzerland has banned large events to try to stop the spread of the virus. We talked with organizers of the North American International Auto Show in Detroit. They told us today, here's the quote, "We are monitoring the latest information and are reviewing our policies and procedures. We remain optimistic that these health issues will be resolved before the 2020 NAIAS occurs in June."
A man who tried to run down several police officers in Metro Detroit is now in custody. Police say John Klein tried to run over 2 East Point police officers Wednesday near 9 Mile and Shaner, then rammed a Warren patrol car with an officer inside. He's also the suspect in an armed robbery at an East Point Family Dollar. Officers caught up with Klein yesterday at a home in Detroit and were able to take him into custody. Indecision 2020, it is an effort to keep you from voting, or is it just an honest mistake?
Problem with an absentee voter application being sent to homes in Bloomfield Township, and this is what the clerk wants you to be watching for. Jamie Edmonds live with this story. The issue here, Jamie, is with the address.
That is correct. Now, the clerk there told me 2 residents alerted her to this fact earlier this week. And if those residents would have mailed in their applications, they may not have gotten their ballots. This is what some Bloomfield Township residents recently received in the mail. An application for an absentee ballot. The application, totally legit. The address to mail it in, far from it.
What is incorrect that could cause a problem is the return address on the envelope for the application.
You see, it says Port Hope, Michigan. Jan Roncelli is the clerk for Bloomfield Township. Her office is on Telegraph Road in Bloomfield Hills.
So what it does is it causes confusion for the voter because they don't look when they fill this application out, which is legitimate, and they fold it. They don't even, all they see is Bloomfield Township clerk.
There is a Bloomfield Township in Huron County, and according to the Michigan Township Association, that Port Hope address is for the clerk in that county. The Voting Project is the organization responsible for the mailings. They issued a statement through a spokesperson that reads in part, "While sometimes data errors occur with mailings, we don't take such matters lightly, and we are working to make sure folks get their corrected absentee ballot application." Roncelli hopes this was an honest mistake.
We want every voter to have the opportunity to vote, and this does not reinforce that at all.
No, it does not. Now, the Michigan Department of State contacted the clerk in Huron County. She has not received any of these applications. The Voting Project tells me they're going to remail everything to residents starting on Monday. We're live tonight. Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
Jamie, if someone has received one of these applications, what should they do?
Well, I talked to the clerk. She said the easiest thing to do, just go on their website. It's right there. I did it. You print it out, and then the correct address is right there on the bottom. It's the easiest thing to do.
Stay with the official version. All right, Jamie. Well, truly the end of an era. Sky 4 was over the Palace of Auburn Hills earlier today, where crews were beginning to demolish the place.
Yeah, opened in 1988. The Palace, of course, was home to the Detroit Pistons and saw 3 NBA championships before it closed for good after the 2017 season. Well, now crews are on scene beginning to take down some of the entrances to the building. Back in December, the letters were removed from the side of the building. Time now for a check of the national stories you'll see ahead at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News.
Let's head to New York City. Lester Holt joining us now with what's coming up tonight. Lester.
Hey, Kim and Devin, coming up, coronavirus crisis, our in-depth coverage of how the virus could impact you, reports from here in the U.S. and virus hotspots overseas. Plus, do you need those face masks to protect you? We're to look at why experts say those masks aren't always the answer.
Yeah, Lester, we are seeing more people wearing these masks. Certainly, if you've been at an airport, you've seen that on public transport. But is it really helping contain the coronavirus, right?
Well, demand is high. 60% of pharmacies report they're sold out of these masks. But we talked with an ER doctor about the effectiveness of them and found out the results are mixed. We'll let you know what you should know and steps you can take to help keep your family healthy when we see you on Nightly News.
Excellent. Be watching for that about 20 minutes from now. Thanks, Lester. But there is more ahead here at 6, including a story that proves age doesn't really matter in education.
Why one local school district gave this 84-year-old man his diploma more than 60 years after he left school. Hi, Brandon.
Hey guys, we have heavy lake effect snows in the usual places. Snow to our south as well, but your weekend forecast, snow-free. Does it get any warmer? Next.
Obviously, there's a lot of concern about the coronavirus, but here in Michigan, we are still in the midst of flu season. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, I'll have the latest on local flu cases and the other illnesses that are making people sick.